Hey guys, my name is San and I want to show you my software called Bootstrapsite.com. So it's a 100% free and open source website builder using which you can create websites using the Bootstrap 5 framework. So this is the website builder. This section on the left, this contains your website pages. So I have added an index HTML page. You can add more pages from here. This is your website preview. Okay, so this is where you can see an instant preview of your website. And here are the blocks you can add to your page. So let me first clear this. Okay, now we have a blank page. So there are many ways to create a page. I'll show them to you one by one. So the easiest way is to just add some blocks to an empty page. So this is an empty page. Okay, so these are your blocks. There are header blocks, call to actions, features. I'll explain them one by one. For now, let's add a header block. There are lots of header blocks you can choose from. I'll add more in the coming days. So let's use this one. Okay, so when I click on it, the block is added to our web page. And as you can see, this block is basically made of HTML elements. So we have a navigation bar here, and then we have a heading with a subheading button and this media element laptop. And the good thing is, like, all these are basically JSON objects. So if I want to say change the style of this element, I can change it into a tablet, or I can change this into a monitor. These are all pre-made styles. So I can like select a different style for this element, and immediately it will change into that. So let me turn it back into a laptop, and the same goes for all the elements. Like even this heading, I can select from different styles. Like this particular bold text, if I select a different style, it will change accordingly. And it's also very easy to animate the elements. Like if you see, there is this animation going on in the background, which is in this section. So when I go to this section, I can see that I have applied a circles animation, and you can select from a lot of other animations. Like if I change it to vertex, then this animation changes. Um, and I can also customize this very easily. Like if I remove this laptop, right? Okay, and you can see, like, I have this particular divider at the bottom, and if I want to change it into something else, so I can just go and choose a bottom divider, and then I can select from all these different styles, and it will instantaneously it will change. Or let's say I want to change the gradient of this section, then I'll just go to this background tab, and then I can choose from hundreds of gradients which are here. So I can just select this. Okay, and if I want like this sort of color, then it will change like accordingly. And you can have all sorts of backgrounds. Like you can have a solid color, or you can even add an image. So instead of the gradient, if I want, I can also have an image. So for this, I'll just use a demo image using this site. And you can see this image is in the background, and now I can even add a little blur so that the text is more visible. Anyway, so it's very easy to customize it. And if I want, like, I want to add a features block, so I'll go back to my page, then I'll select blocks, and then I can just select like features, zigzag features, right? And now the features have been added, and the best part is you don't have to know any coding or HTML. Like if I want to edit the features, like if I want to change this image, it's very easy to do that. I can just like go here, and I can either upload my image, or I can just paste a link to a different image. Okay, and if I want to change the text, then I can just like say this is feature number 1. Okay, and I can change the description, and I can even change the button, and everything is customizable. So like if I like before, if I want, instead of these zigzag features, I want them in a different sort. Like if I want them like this, so I just select feature cards, and now my features are going to be displayed like this. And if I want, like if I want to show them as a carousel, then that is also possible. It's very easy to do that, because all these styles, they are pre-made for you. And this is another way to show it. Like if I want to show them as a list, so it's quite easy to do that. Now, before I show you another easy way to create a page, I just want to tell you one thing that the blocks which we adding, they are base. You can even create your own blocks because these blocks, they are just HTML elements which are grouped together. So let's say I have this div. In this, I can add all the HTML, traditional HTML elements like a button, or this is like, let's say if I add this alert, right? So this is a typical Bootstrap 5 alert, and I can like change this. And then what I can do is I can just go here and I can save it like an alert block. And this is, and I will just select a category. So let's say I'll put this in Teams. You can change this later, and you can add. There are like 50 different elements you can add. Like if I want, I can even add a countdown, and let's say. So I have added this countdown, and I can now save this block again. And you can just select a style from this also. Like if I want a different style of countdown, and then you just save this block, and now you can reuse this block later on in your websites. And you can like just like you add blocks to your page, you can add HTML elements to these like to a div, or to a section. So this is like the hierarchy, that this is the block. Inside the block there is a section in which there is a div, and this div has its own properties. Like if I want, I can make it into a responsive flexbox container, which now all the elements in our block are in sort of a row. And you don't have to worry about this. I just wanted to show you that what these blocks are. Now I'll show you one other way using which you can create a web page, and that doesn't involve any coding, and you just have to answer like a few simple questions, and the rest the wizard will automatically do for you. So once I've deleted this page, and now I have an empty page, and at this time I will use this step-by-step landing page creator. So what this is I did some research on what makes a good landing page, and what I found is that there are like 6 things which you have to have on a landing page, which makes it a good landing page. So first is the headline, right? So what this will do is it will ask you a bunch of questions, and then you just have to like answer it accordingly, your product or website, and then it will create that page for you. Okay, so when I press next, I'm using this sample data for my own website. It's called the Article Video Robot. It's like a website that turns your text into an animated video. So for this demo, I'll just use sample data from my site. But obviously, when you are using this wizard, you will fill in your own stuff. So on the first screen, you have to type the website name. Then you have to tell what the unique selling point is. Like this is the basically the benefit that the customer will get from your website or product. So for my website, it's a AI video maker that turns your text into videos. Okay, then you press next. Then it goes the subheading. So now you tell what you do in one line and why the customer needs it. So just answer these questions accordingly to your product or website. So I'll just quickly press next. Here you upload an image or a demo video for your website, and then you just keep pressing next, and you just like keep typing up answers. And you can type anything you want. You can even change it later on, and you just press next. You just answer everything, like FAQ, testimonials, etc. And now it is done. And what we have to do here is we have to now pick a template. So I have only 4 templates right now. I'll add more later on, but let's say I pick this template. And based on what we answered, it has now generated a web page for us. This is all using that data that we entered in the step-by-step wizard, and this page has been generated automatically. And now I can edit this page however I want. Like I can still change this heading. It's just like I did with the blocks thing. And you can like add more testimonials. Like if I have more testimonials, so I can just like I can say testimonial number 2. And I can even change the style. So let's say I want a different testimonial style. I can just like choose. There are I don't know, maybe like 50 different styles you can choose from, and it will automatically change the testimonial. And this is like, you if even if you want to change these features into like cards, so you can just select this card style. It's just like how I showed that to you. Like if I don't want this in this, I want this in a zigzag format. I'll just go and I'll change it into a different style, and everything is very mobile friendly. So you can be assured that whatever you are seeing here, it will also look good on mobile. This is the mobile preview option. Okay, so let me choose iPhone 8. Okay, so this is how your site will look on a mobile phone, and it will also update automatically as you are creating the website. And once you are done, like once you are happy, you can just go to this, see this button, export. So you just click this, and there are now many different options on how you want to download this website as a whole, or you can just download the page. So first is the instant preview. When you click this, what happens is it will publish your page, and then it will show you, it will give you an instant preview of the website. Then there's this option in which you publish your site to your own domain. This is completely free of cost, and what you have to do is you have to point the CNAME of your website to our site, right? So what you will do is you will just put your CNAME. You will just like let's say your site is example.com, so you'll say the www.example.com and CNAME to this site, and then when you open your own domain, you will see this web page. Okay, and then you have this option to download a zip file in which you will find all your pages and your styles and all the images, etc. This is a new option. This is particularly useful for me. So what this does is when I push this, this will push the HTML code to my GitHub repository. So basically I have these this setting in which whenever the code is pushed to my repository, it has a GitHub action which then deploys it to an S3 bucket. So this is a kind of an advanced option, but it's very useful if you know how to use GitHub. Okay, and this is a proofreading. This will export this page as a docx file, and then you can send it out to some proofreader, like if English isn't your native language, so you will just export this as a docx. Then you maybe go to Fiverr and you hire somebody for like $5. They'll proofread your document, and then you import your document back, and then it will show you that what are the misspellings or what changes you have to make to your web page, and then you can merge them accordingly. And this final option, this is a app like Dropbox which I have created. So what it does is once you install this app on your system, it will automatically sync the website on your hard drive. So whenever I make some changes, then I don't have to like export it and then extract it. It will automatically like sync it to the folder once I have created that website, and once I make any changes here, it will automatically update your hard drive with those new code. So I've showed you two ways to create a web page. Now let me show you one more way in which you can easily create a web page. So let me just remove all these pages. And now we have a blank page. So what we'll use this time is this easy page generator. So you've seen those blocks when you can like all these blocks. So what it does is it just puts all the blocks like in this order, like headers. Then we don't need content. After that we have features. I can just turn it off if I don't want features, and then you select which block looks good to you. Maybe this looks good, and then I'll hit create page. So it will just combine them together. And then I can just, it's like back to the normal page editing. So if you know which blocks you need, it's very easy to just create a page using this easy page web generator. Then finally you have your templates. I have created like 4 templates, but if you are a designer and if you want to contribute to my project, then maybe you can send me an email and maybe you can help me create these templates. Now I will show you some advanced features of this software, which you will find very useful. So let me first show this sync feature. So let's say we have a website, right, and we have 2 pages. So you want to edit, you want to search engine optimize your page, so you just click this SEO button. Then you can just set the title of page, then you can set the meta tags, then you can add an open graph, Twitter card, FB card, and you can even inject your own script, like if you want to put some analytics code or some chat app, etc. So you just put this, put your script tag here. And let's say if you want to do that on each and every page of your website, so instead of selecting this page, you go to the site and then you just do the same here. Okay. And this is fallback titles and tags. So when you say that my site, right? So let's say you forget about putting the title for this for a page. So what it will do is instead of saying untitled page, it will say this. Now I will add another page to our website. So we have just one page in our site, index HTML. Now I'll add one more page. I can add a ready-made page like a pricing contact page, or I can just add a blank page. So let me use a blank page. Okay, so let's add a about us page. Okay, and then I'll press OK. This is a blank page, so I can use the landing page wizard, or I can use this. I'll use this for this demo. So maybe we can use this design. And now we will have two pages in our website. Okay, so this is the about us page and this is the index page. Now the feature that I want to show you is that as you can see, both these pages have a navigation bar. Okay, this has a navigation bar. This also has a navigation bar, but the problem is that if I change, let's say I have to add I want to change this. Okay, so let's say I want to say it says demo number 1. Okay, now if I go to my about page, this navigation bar is still the old bar. So if I change something in the index, then I have to go in each and every page. So in order to not do that, what I can do is there is the option called the sync component. So I'll just sync it and then I'll just select the nav bar from the index page. And now as you can see, it has automatically picked the changes from the page. And anytime anytime I change this, it will automatically change the navigation bar of my second page. So like I can do this with anything. I can sync this and this together, or maybe these two buttons together. So you can it is best to sync the navigation bars and the footers for each and every page. Whenever you select an element, it shows you like 3 basic things you can do with it. You can maybe edit the text, you can select the styles in which you can like change this, or you can change the fonts, or you can just like select an animation. Like if you want, you can just like add a fading animation or like a zoom animation. You can even animate the text. Like what you can do is, like it says main heading goes here. So what I can do is I can just add a text effect. So maybe I can add a typing effect. So it says heading. Okay, I'll just type heading or keyword or anything. Okay, and then when you press, it will create a typing effect. Whenever somebody is on this page, he will see this sort of typing effect. You can even like set a gradient for this text. So this is now a gradient text. And same for, like, if you want, you can select a different button style. This is the CSS tab. So here are the classes. Like when you select a class for this button, what happens is a different CSS class is being applied to this button. So we can even like add our own class. Like if I just change it directly from here, you will see that the button has changed automatically. And that's the great part, that every element you can type your own CSS. Like say, let's say that for this heading, we want it to be red color. Now I just want to make sure that you remember that this is only for the people who know how to code. You don't have to do this. You can just like select the color from here also. But if you know how to do the CSS, and this is not just simple CSS, if I say ampersand hover, is this suppose SCSS? So what will happen is, like whenever I move the mouse cursor, because this is ampersand represents the element, so it will automatically apply this effect to it. And this effect is only, this CSS is only applied to this element. It does not affect this element at all. So this is a great way if you want to customize something. Like if you want to add a special margin at the bottom, so you can just like You can just like say 100 px and it will add a margin to this. So this is like for the people who know how to code. And finally, as a challenge to myself, what I tried doing is I tried to create some sites that I like using this Bootstrap site. So I tried to make the Trello site. Okay, this is how I was able to create. I was able to make this. This is like the current Trello's homepage, very similar to that. And I was able to create this in Bootstrap site in almost like it didn't even take me like 5 minutes to create it. I even tried to create the Slack website, and it also took me like basically like 10 minutes. And what I've done is I've put them in the sample sites. You can just load a sample from here, and I have even made some videos of me in which you can see how I am able to create this website in like 5 minutes. This is like the Slack's website. I have not affiliated or endorsed by them at all, but I just wanted to see that if I am able to create that their site in my website builder, and I was actually able to do that very easily. And there are minor differences, but the main thing looks the same. And I have recorded a demo, and you can just watch me create this site in Bootstrap site. There's also one last thing. I have created some interactive tutorials for you because this is a big software and I haven't even covered like 20% of the features. So what I am doing is, instead of like watching a long video which gets a little boring after some time, I have created these interactive tutorials. So when you go to this tab, and then you can just like say add a ready-made section to a page. So when you click this, it will do is it will show you this step-by-step tutorial, like it's saying select a page. So I'll just follow this. Then it is saying that click this basic tab, so I'll do this. Then it is asking me to open the headers block, so I'll do this. Then it is asking me to add a block. I'll just show you this one. The rest of the tutorials you can do on your own. So I'll just click a block to add it. Okay, now the block has been added to our page. So you can just go through these tutorials. It will teach you a lot of things about how to use this website builder. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this. It's a completely free and open software. My plan is that I will have a hosted version and an open source version. So you can download the source code for the open source version. I am licensing it under the AGPL license. So what that means is, if you are free to download the source, you are free to host it on your own servers. But if you use it, then you also have to make sure that you are giving it under the open source license itself, and you have to share your own code. And then there's this option where you can just come to bootstrapsite.com, and then you can use it, and then you don't have to host anything or you don't have to worry about how to install it or anything. You can just start creating your websites. So that's it for now. I hope you like my software. Thank you. Bye.